What's going on, boxing fans? It's Julian Williams with The Distance. I got another fantasy matchup for you guys. This one between two big heavyweights. Battle of the Titans, pretty much. Primo Carnera versus Vitali Klitschko. This is a heavyweight fight. Like as I mentioned, two big heavyweights. Primo Carnera was about 6'5", had 85-inch reach. Vitali Klitschko is like 6'7", has 80-inch reach. Both fighters pretty good knockout punches. Two fighters who had really good, who knew how to utilize their size and knew how to use their left jabs. So really, the winner of this fight would probably be the person who could get the jab off more, and the fighter who can make the other guy take the step back. Though we've seen Carnera take steps back against smaller fighters and get caught. Vitali, he doesn't really go back as often as Carnera did. He goes back, but he could fight kind of going backwards. He could use the left jab and go backward and go side to side, whatever. He doesn't necessarily have the best side to side movement, but he's able to maneuver around the ring and kind of trot around however he pleases against his opponents. But anyway, under this fight, Primo Carnera, I haven't done a fantasy matchup on him. Former heavyweight champion, won the championship in like 1933 when he beat Jack Sharkey, and had like 2 or 3 defenses until he lost to Max Baer. I believe it was either early 34 or late 33, something along those lines. But he lost to Max Baer. But a lot of people know this, but in the fight before he won the championship from Sharkey, he fought a fighter by the name of Ernie Schaff, and he knocked him out with a left hand, and I think it made him become paralyzed. And the shot nearly killed him. I know it put him to sleep. It put him to sleep literally, but I believe he was paralyzed after the fight taking that shot. But he went on. He fought Max Baer, lost to Max Baer. He continued fighting for the next few years or so. And Vitali Klitschko, we all know Vitali Klitschko. I don't even have to go detail about him. Won the championship first time in '99 against Herbie Hyde. Had a couple defenses, lost to Chris Berg, came back, won the championship in '04, and then won it again in '08. So, really, when I see in a matchup like this, I don't really see this being a center of the ring type fight. I just see both fighters moving around the ring quite a bit. And the question is, who's going to take the back step in this fight? See, Vitali's left jab is a little more stiff than Carnera's. Carnera kind of put his left jab out there and kept his left, but didn't really keep his left hand out there. But he just kind of touch you with the jab when you would kind of come in. He kind of touch you with the jab and kind of come back a little bit. And he did know how to control the pace using that jab. But some fighters kind of learn how to get inside of that. But at the same time, Vitali, a majority of his shots are straight shots, and he puts together really good jab combinations and sets up really good shots off that jab. And he stands tall, has output of a swarmer, and has a really big punching output, and he tends to come forward all the time when he lands. And when you come forward, he kind of moves around quite a bit. He moves around, and then he's back at it, throwing more shots. And like I said, with Vitali being a bigger fighter, I think at the same time he's going to be throwing the same assortment of shots that he normally throws against the Carnera, because Carnera, he swung from the hip. His shots pretty much came from the hip, and he would turn into his shots after he threw them. And that only gives Vitali an opportunity to come forward, because he's going to be open from throwing those shots from the hip. It's going to be open for Vitali to come forward and throw, and just consistently throw shots, and make him go back. Make him go backward to the ropes wherever Vitali wants him. So, I just think that the punching output of Vitali Klitschko will lead him to win this fight. And I think Vitali Klitschko, who out of all heavyweight champions has the highest knockout ratio of like 97%. I think that Vitali Klitschko takes this fight by a knockout. I think he knocks him out in round 7. I just think that, the punch output, the stiff jab, and the fact that he can maneuver around the ring, and as well, if Carnera took the step back, his hands were down, and Vitali, whose reach is much longer than Max Baer, can just lead in with that left jab, and then that's going to lead to other things. That's going to lead him to getting that stiff right hand in, that stiff straight right in that he likes to land. So I'm going with Vitali Klitschko 7th round knockout. But anyway, that was the distance. Thanks for watching. Peace.